Slam the smear campaign. When you are in the horrible position of having a narcissist telling people lies about you, at work, in the family, or in your social circles, you can feel so powerless to stop it. I know, I've been there. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to take back your power and, if not stop the smear campaign in its tracks, make everyone aware of what is going on. I'm Carol Rathel, and this channel is about healing with self-love, because self-love is the most important thing to do. If you have not heard of the term smear campaign, it is a phrase used to describe the cruel and relentless behavior of a narcissist who goes around your mutual acquaintances in the attempt to turn them against you. Why do they do it? It is part of their desire to destroy you and remove all credibility you have with those people so that you are forced out of their lives, giving the narcissist full control over those people once again. Now, the smear campaign comes in around the time you've been discarded after some sort of relationship, or you have started to stand up for yourself and say no to their demands. You're beginning to cut off the source of narcissistic supply you were giving to the narcissist. If you're not giving it to them, they will take it, and they take it by upsetting you. You might have come to the realization that they are a narcissist and begin fighting against the behaviors they use to control you, aggravate you, and manipulate you. At some point in the process, you scare them. They think they will be exposed by you, and everyone will know them for the ugly person they know themselves to be deep inside. It's very sad. So they will set out to convince people both of you know that you are a bad person, so those people will not believe a word you say about the narcissist. The timing of the smear campaign often occurs when you do start talking to people about the painful treatment from the narcissist. But hear this, people who have not experienced narcissistic abuse really can't relate to what you are saying because they've got no reference for it. It has not happened to them. Their brains literally cannot find a similar event to compare it to unless they've been bullied themselves, and they might only see that you are in conflict with the narcissist. The difficulty about this is they may see you doing exactly what the narcissist is doing to you because you are trying to convince them that the narcissist is hurting you in your efforts to gain support. It's a no-win situation, and it's really hard to see your mutual friends pulling away from you. So take a breath, take another, and stop talking to people. From this moment, commit to yourself that you're going to stop seeking support and give yourself a 2-week break from talking about that person with anyone. I know how painful the smear campaign is. I suffered badly before I figured things out and found the way to stop it. Now, the method I'm going to share with you forces the narcissist to either stop smearing you or to expose themselves, and the smear campaign will come to a grinding halt. Now, something about the way the brain functions. When we're in fear, our creative brain and analytical brain switches off. When we step into self-love and self-empowerment and are determined to fight for our own sense of self-worth, you switch on your creative brain. A narcissist is always reacting from fear, so you have that upper hand. You can be creative. They can't. They just keep trotting out the same behaviors that they've done in the past, that all narcissists do, because they have all got a missing part of their brain. It's the empathy and the conscience and the ability to connect with the creative brain. So here we go. What social media are you on? What social media are you on that the narcissist or their closest connection with you is on as well? If you're not, get onto something like Facebook and friend someone you know who is not completely lost to you, but you know they will pass on anything you say on social media to the narcissist. And then choose one or two platforms. For this time, stop posting anything personal you don't want shared, and instead start looking for some really good quotes about gossip to post on your timeline. You could start with something that makes people who are hearing the lies about you stop and think about how they feel when they hear it. Like, people are quick to hear bad things about good people. This is from picturequotes.com. Then see how your friends respond and say nothing about why you're posting it. If someone asks, you can respond with, "Makes you think, doesn't it?" Then the next day, put up another quote that is a bit more self-empowering, like, "Gossip dies when it hits a wise person's ears." This one by sungazing.com. This one is saying, "I believe anyone who hears something hurtful but is wise wouldn't pass it on or even believe it." Then do a couple of more posts over the next day or so for added impact that causes your friends to start really thinking about gossip and begin to reflect on their own tendencies to gossip. I mean, we've all done it, right? You are just raising awareness at this stage. So one like this is good. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. By Socrates. I wonder who was gossiping about Socrates back in his day. You might find another one meaningful to put up, like, "There comes a time in your life when you must realize if they gossip about everyone to you, then they are gossiping about you too." Now leave it a day or so for people to talk about your posts. Let them think about who they know is gossiping, and many of your friends will at that moment become aware of exactly who is doing the malicious gossip right now. See if you are getting any reaction from the friends who are closely connected to the narcissist. Share your posts with those people to make sure they see them. Then create a post like this. "I want to let my friends and loved ones know that someone in my life is out there telling lies about me. I want you to know I am still the same loving, caring, and honest friend you have always known me to be. If you hear it, please ignore it." Some people are going to respond by supporting you. When I did that, I had so many replies of support. Thank those people no matter who they are or how close they are to the narcissist. Support means they are thinking about it. Some people will ask who or what you're talking about. Answer with, "If you aren't aware of it, then it doesn't matter. I'm not going to expose them here," and say nothing further. Don't look at any notifications of what your friends are posting on the platform. Some of those people who are not your true friends may make nasty comments about you, and they can hurt. Don't look. You're vulnerable right now. Just do the posts and respond to comments on your timeline with "Thanks," or "You don't need to know." After 24 hours, block the narcissist. Block the people who are close mutual acquaintances. Get your platform back to yourself. This will have the effect of driving the narcissist crazy because they can't see what you're posting. They will be frightened that you're exposing them. So what will happen next? The narcissist is cornered. They know now that the very next thing they say about you to anyone in your social group is going to be seen for what it is. Those people are going to see that they are the one doing the malicious gossiping. So they risk losing those people as a source of narcissistic supply. So they either have to shut up or lose their friends / narcissistic supply. After I did this, I was told by a very close acquaintance, who also knew the narcissist, that the narcissist was really unhappy because they had lost their friends. It was in the tone of, it was your fault because of what you did, but I knew that I hadn't exposed them. I had just made my family online aware of what I was going through. The narcissist did the rest. I moved away from the area shortly after that, so I lost touch with many in that social group. However, there were invitations for me to come and visit if I was in the area. Because I did my healing after moving away, I never visited. If doing it online is not going to work for you, consider who the narcissist is in your life and what communication network you can use to put them in the same corner where they either have to stop or expose themselves. Sage advice. It's you today, it'll be someone else tomorrow. Narcissists go through people like they change their clothes. When they have lost their source of supply from hurting you, they will go on to create new supply. What you have done is taking a powerful step to say, this ends here. And then the next thing to do is get busy healing the wounds that made you a target of the narcissist in the first place. Maybe see my video, Why Did the Narcissist Target Me to Ruin My Life?, which will show at the end of this video, or the keys to healing narcissistic abuse that will also show up with healing tools to help you heal those core wounds. When those wounds are healed and when you love yourself, you won't take on board what other people say about you. It won't matter. Collect the power available to you and slam that smear campaign. Until the next video, I'm sending you love.